Okay, today we're going to do the arena on solo. It's pretty simple when you do it on solo. It makes you do T1, so that's tier 1 difficulty. Let's take a look around the arena real quick. It's just a circle, essentially, like a coliseum. You'll have a couple of phases of fights here. And the first one's going to be essentially 3 sets of NPCs. They all come at you in twos. Okay, once you defeat the first challenge, you'll move on to the second. The second challenge and the fourth challenge are both going to be bosses. And the fifth challenge will be the main boss. But if you check your deed panel, you should be able to see a couple of things that you can do in the arena. And that's going to be fighting all these different bosses. So the second and the fourth will be random, and the fifth will always be the same. So what you want to do is check to see if you've already fought this guy, and then go ahead and take him out regardless. But it's always cool to know if you're going to finish the deed or not. The other thing you can do instead of going through the deed panel is actually hover over the guy with your cursor, and it will tell you if he's one of the people for the deed. Now that we beat him, he was pretty easy. Normally the second and the fourth is pretty easy. The tedious ones is going to be the 6 NPCs in between, because you're not going to really die to them, but it just, as a tank, it takes me a little while to fight them. Okay, finishing up that third challenge. We'll go ahead and start the fourth. I'm going to turn around here because he'll come out to the top there. And you can see in the corner there's a chest that's glowing. Each of the bosses essentially will drop a chest. So you'll get a chest at 2, you'll get a chest at challenge 4, and then you'll get another chest when you beat the boss at 5. Each challenge typically gets a little bit harder when it comes to the bosses. Really, these guys leading up to the last boss don't really do a whole lot of damage. They have a whole bunch of fancy moves, but that's about it. Then we'll go ahead and talk to him again. And we'll hit that last boss. Now this is where the fun kind of begins. You'll fight him, and in the first about a minute or so, nothing really special happens. He'll do this mighty cleave, which all you have to do is run behind him when he does that, because he's only going to face forward. Same thing with this. He dropped it, and I'm still standing on it. But this little area, if you just stay out of it, and then for his whirlwind, if you just back off, he won't hurt you. It's all AOE. Now the hatches, the big square hatches, are now going to start releasing animals like they would in the old Coliseum. So you'll get crabs, you'll get rams, you'll get alligators. The little round circles will eventually release gases, and you'll just, if you keep fighting him long enough, more and more stuff will keep popping up. So when you go to do the fellowship, where you have to do tier 2, 3, 4, and 5, there's going to be a lot of stuff that starts popping up. Alright, here's the chests. I'll go loot them. And you can loot them at any time. So if you find that you cannot beat the last boss, you could loot those chests in between each phase. Now these chests do have a lock on them. As far as, can you just keep doing the arena? The answer would be yes, you can keep doing it. No, you cannot keep getting chests. So hopefully that clears that up. You'll see I didn't get a whole lot because it's tier 1. Then you're going to right click your avatar and leave the instance. Thanks for watching. If If you got any corrections, hit me up in the comments, or anything you want to see, let me know. And that's the video. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.